Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity, and today we have got to talk about my trash. I feel like I just did this, but it's been piling up. I have quite a few products in here. I really try not to let this get too out of hand because I don't want to be sitting here talking with you guys about my trash for an hour. I just feel like that's a little lengthy and long to sit here and talk about products that are all used up and honestly kind of gross and slimy. So I really try to do this on a regular basis, but this time I feel like I accumulated quite a bit of empties. More so because of the fact that I was just getting really close to finishing a lot of products around the same time. So I feel like it wasn't too long ago that I did one, but it's time to do it again. So let's just jump right into it and get down to the nitty-gritty about my trash. I did want to include in here that I did finish up a Bite Beauty lipstick, and I told you guys in the previous beauty empties that I did that I'm not going to tell you anything that I finished up in Project Pan challenges because I feel like I already showed you it was already empty. No need to rehash it, and if you want to see empties that I do specifically in my Project Pan, you can check, I'll put it up, the playlist up here in the cards. But I totally blanked when I was going through my trash and I was getting rid of this stuff. I was like, oh, I finished that during a Project Pan, I'm just gonna throw it away. Well, I totally blanked and I forgot that one of the Bite lipsticks that I did during a challenge, I didn't finish during that Project Panning challenge. It was a Bite lip pencil, and I forget the color. I'll put it here on the screen along with the color, but I did it during, I think, the spring challenge. I forget, but anyway, yes, I did finish up that Bite Beauty lip pencil. I was really excited to finish this. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. Not that I didn't like it, I really did enjoy it, but as we were approaching summer and, you know, going through spring, it really didn't do much. I mean, it was really nice to be able to skip that moisturizer primer phase and just jump right into this, but it only worked for me during the winter. So I was really excited that I had been using it up during the winter and I was able to finish it off in the spring. I'm not going to be opening up another one right now. I have one sitting in my drawer, but I will be opening it up when we get into the fall kind of winter season because I feel like it really was a nice step to put onto my skin. Saved me some time, and I feel like it did give me some moisture but not too much. So I really do like this. Next, I finished the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This baby is completely empty. I used it all up. It is really nice. It does a really good job. It is relatively affordable for how much you get, but I still like the Cosmetics Bye Bye a lot more. My issue with this is that it kind of not burns my eyes, but it messes with my eyes and it puts like a film over my eyes, and every time I use it, unless I was like super careful and try to get just the tiniest bit of product around my eyes, after I was done and washed it off, I felt like I would kind of be blinking hard trying to kind of clear the film over my eyes. And with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye makeup, I don't have to do that, not even as I am using it on my eyes. I can be using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye makeup, I can be using it and open my eyes and look around and I'm fine. So for that reason, yes, it's more affordable, but I just like the It Cosmetics one so much more that at this point, I'm not going to repurchase this anytime soon. I mean, if I wanted to put up with the kind of annoying factor of it, I feel like I could just go a whole lot cheaper and get something. I tried one from The Body Shop a while ago. It's like a cleansing balm, I think chamomile. It's like already liquid form, and I use that and that works. So I feel like I would go back to that as opposed to this, just because I don't like that struggle of trying to see clearly after I use it. So yes, this works really well, but it's just a bother for me, so I'm gonna buy something else, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Next up, this was actually a recommendation from Kaylee Bout. I really don't know how you say her last name, but she recommended the Salon Selectives, what is this even called? Argan Oil Hair Treatment. It's like a hair mask. It's from the Dollar Tree, so it's $1 for 5 ounces. So I picked it up on a whim when I was there. I will say that it's very nice. I wouldn't say it does anything crazy like super moisturizing for my hair, but it gives me the same results as my regular conditioner. I will say that. Now I have pretty darn frizzy hair right now, and I think it helped a tiny bit, maybe a little bit. It didn't solve my frizzy problems. I'm not someone who struggles with fine hair, so maybe if you did have fine hair, this would help you more. But for my extremely long hair, I mean, this is my hair, but it doesn't stop here. I actually put it up into a kind of a half bun, twisted bun, and then I'm letting it fall onto the side. When my hair is down, it reaches my butt. So it is pretty darn long. I think this lasted 3 times. I went through it really fast. There's a lot of hair to condition. I don't know, I feel like I went through it so quickly, and since it didn't do anything like crazy different than a regular conditioner did for my hair, I'd rather just buy a bigger conditioner bottle. If I was going on a trip and I wanted to bring a nice conditioner to keep my hair looking somewhat decent, this would be a good way to go because those travel size conditioners, do not work on this hair. I need this. Now this is a Dermalogica Daily Exfoliant. This is not empty. I think I have about half of it left, but I was actually using this, and why did I stop? Oh, I stopped because I brought the, what is it even called? The PMD Microdermabrasion Tool. I started using that, I think, towards the end of last year, and it was for a sponsored post. I was going to be reviewing it, sharing my before and after kind of results, so I didn't want to use anything too exfoliating on top of that, which, by the way, I'm still testing it out. I stopped using it after Gideon was born just because life got crazy and I got out of the habit, but I'm back into it because I want to see what, like, I don't know, 6-8 months does for my skin. So at this point I still am not using this because I want to just do the microdermabrasion tool. But the other day I was in it because I was like, oh, should I start using this maybe in the morning, because it is very gentle. I do like it. I think it gives a very gentle exfoliant, the most gentle that I've ever tried of a physical exfoliant. Usually physical exfoliants are way too harsh for me. So anyway, I pulled it out to see, consider trying it, but it smells different. So I'm pretty sure it's gone bad. It's been opened way longer than a year, and I don't even know what the thing is. It says 24 months, but I don't know. Not that it smells bad. It smells different than I remember. So for that reason, I'm just going to throw this away and maybe repurchase it after I'm done with the PMD. I don't know. I really do like it, but at this point, I'm not going to continue using it because it kind of smells different. I feel like I talked about this in a recent video. What was it? Products I've changed my mind about? I don't know. I'll link it here because I talked about the Dermalogica eye cream that I absolutely love, and I opened up the second one, and this was the eye cream I was using after I stopped that, and it's a It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye cream, and I felt like this was drying out my under eyes, or at least not helping it, so I stopped using this and went back to my Dermalogica one, which I'm currently using and loving. But anyway, I did actually end up finishing this off. It wasn't pleasant towards the end once I kind of decided, like, no, this is making my under eyes look worse, and I went back to the Dermalogica one, but at the same time I didn't want to just throw it away with, you know, I think there was about a quarter of the product left. So I used it kind of as a day cream, and then I used the Dermalogica as a night. I tried to put this on my lips once, and I swear it dried them out because, like, I put them on my lips because I was like, oh, like, I'll use this up, give some moisture to my lips, and the next day I was like, oh, like, I feel like my lips are really dry and kind of flaky. So I didn't do that anymore. I don't know. I hear a lot of people say good things about this, but my experience, I didn't like it, so I'm not going to be ever purchasing it again. And if It Cosmetics does send it in PR, I think I would just be putting it in giveaways or passing it on to my family to see if anyone else likes it. Because like I said, I still hear people saying good things about this, but for me, it just didn't work, and I would never want to use it again. Another product that has gone bad, I think this is the only other one, it's the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator. I have had this open for, I don't know, 2 years, going on 2 years, and it just looks a little funky. Like I said, it's been open a really long time. Smells a little off, so I'm calling this done. I do have another one that I opened up because I really do like this for those days when I don't want to really exfoliate my lips, but I just want to give it a little something before I put on my lipstick or before I put on the lip balm. This is really nice and handy, and I like that it's just no mess because it's all in a lipstick form. So it is really nice. I think it's like $3. I really like it, but this one has gone bad, so I'm just tossing it. Oh my goodness. So I tried this out. This is the, what is it even called? dpHUE? dpHUE, I think is the brand. It's the ACV, the Apple Cider Vinegar Scalp Scrub with pink Himalayan sea salt. I got this as a freebie in a Ulta order, and it was a really generous size pouch. Got it in the shower. Two things were big issues. One, the smell. Holy cow, I knew it was apple cider vinegar, but oh my goodness, it stank so bad. Not only that, because you are putting it in your hair, like the water, I mean, I wasn't standing in the water, but you're in a shower. I was in a shower. You're in a shower, you have water and, like, you know, water dripping down your face. It got in my mouth. Nasty. Oh my goodness, I was just like, this is horrible. Like I'm a mom of two. I get in the shower to relax. I want to enjoy a hot shower. They don't come often, so when I am able to take a shower, I like to enjoy a hot shower and just relax. That taste was so bad, it stayed in my mouth until the end of the shower, and I got out and brushed my teeth. It was bad. But not only did it taste and smell horrible, but it was extremely hard to use. It was a really thick, it almost felt like a salt scrub for your body, except even thicker than that. But it was extremely thick, and if you've ever used a salt or even a sugar scrub, you know it's like really thick and chunky. How do you get that to your scalp? I just was confused. Like, I was sitting there kind of like lifting my hair up and trying to rub it into my scalp, but I really couldn't get it on my scalp, so it was only kind of like giving me a scrub on top of my hair. Now again, I have really long hair, so maybe if you have a shorter hair, lighter hair, you know, hair that's not so weighed down, you wouldn't have as big an issue. But for me, like when I get my hair wet and I'm trying to get underneath my hair to get to my scalp, it really doesn't want to pick up because it's got so much weight to it. So I just had such a time trying to get that salt scrub actually to my head and not just like scrubbing my hairs on the top of my head, which I feel like probably isn't that good. I don't know. It was horrible. I tried for a couple minutes and I just washed it all off. One, because it smelled so bad, I just was done with it. But two, it was too much trouble to try to even get to my scalp. I think I ended up doing it back here because it's easier for me to kind of get to my scalp back here than on the top of my head. It was a horrible experience. Well, no, I don't want to try it again. Don't like it. All right, last skincare product, and then we have a bunch of makeup. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-Hour Auto-Replenishing Hydrator. It was a little sample size that I used up. I want to say it lasted me like a week. It lasted me a really long time. I was really happy with it. How much is even in here? 0.24 fluid ounces. I really like this stuff, and if I had to purchase a night cream, I have a bunch that are sitting waiting to be used right now, so I'm not going to be purchasing anything at this moment, but if I had to, I really enjoyed this. This reminds me of like the Neutrogena one, the one from Peter Thomas Roth, like the Cloud Cream, I forget what it's called, and the Neutrogena one, I think it's like water gel. I don't know, it's just very light, and I feel like this is just so nice if you have oily skin. I hate putting on my skincare at night and then going to bed feeling like a greasy mess. I just don't like it. I like to be able to touch my skin or just be doing stuff and not feel like it's wet or just thick and oily. I don't like the oily feeling. So this is nice because I feel like it really does give my skin a lot of moisture, but it doesn't, like I can touch my skin and it feels dry and it doesn't feel sticky and it doesn't feel oily. So I really do like it. I really enjoyed this sample. Like I said, I got it in a freebie order from Ulta. Used it up, really enjoyed it, and yes, I can totally see myself repurchasing it. Oh, and before we get into the makeup, I did want to mention, I totally forgot this was even in here, but this is the Shiseido Face Cotton squares. They're not rounds. I feel like everyone talks about how amazing these are, and they are extremely nice, and I honestly don't think they're that crazy expensive. They're $10, yes, but you get how many in here? What was it, 165 sheets, and I cut each of them in half because they're so large, so I got a lot of uses out of this, and basically I could use one cotton square each night because I cut it in half, and I use one side for my eye makeup and one side for like my toner on my face, so it lasted me essentially 165 days, which I thought was a good deal. It wasn't that crazy. Yes, it is a little expensive, but I would buy it again. But I mean, here's the thing, I would buy this again because I really did enjoy it. And I do honestly agree with people who say that they feel like their products go longer because it doesn't soak it in as much. I did have to use less product when I was using this, but I'm not planning to repurchase it. And I'm going to be like the one YouTuber who does it. But I'm not planning to repurchase it because they're squares and I have to cut them. And I know that sounds so stupid, but that's the reason I am not purchasing it, because I do have to sit there and cut them. And not only that, but they're squares, and what I store my cotton rounds in is a little round container. So the whole time I was using this, it bugged me that I couldn't put it in the little round container. I know that's totally stupid that I'm not buying this because of the shape, but when it comes down to it, that's why I'm not buying it. Because I mean, at this point, it's at Sephora and Ulta, so I was like, ooh, I could buy it again. But I just remember how kind of annoyed I was that I was trying to fit the square into my little round container. And yeah, I'm not going to buy it because of that. I know that's probably really dumb, but that is the honest truth. If they came out with rounds, I can totally see myself every now and then during a sale splurging and getting that and treating myself with those, because I really did enjoy them. But I've already repurchased cotton rounds from Ulta, and they do the job just as well. Yes, I use a tiny bit more product, but they fit in my little round container where I keep my cotton rounds, so I'm happy. Alright, now we are getting into the makeup. This is the Bare Minerals Combo Control Milky Face Primer, and I'm calling this done. I think I have like this much left. I don't know, for like 2 weeks now, every time I would reach for it, I'd be like, this is the last bit, like I am down to nothing. And every time it gives me more products. But at this point, I'm just done with it. I don't want to use it anymore. And the reason is I feel like it doesn't help my foundation, and if anything, I feel like it's hindering it at this point. Whenever I would wear this, I just feel like my foundation comes off so easily. Now, this is supposed to be a combo control, but I really don't see it doing anything to control my oils. And honestly, I feel like it helps my makeup slip off more, which is really odd to say. And also combining this with like a pore filler makes it slip off like nobody's business. And I just I just don't want to use it anymore. Anytime I would use this because I was trying to finish it up, I'd be like, oh, my makeup's going to be coming off halfway through the day, but I want to finish this. And the other day I was just like, Katie, call it done. Like, you've used this almost to nothing. Like, I could probably sit here and squeeze the tiniest little puddle. There can't be much in here. There can't, like, seriously, yeast much. And I'm calling it done because I've been trying to use it. When I originally reviewed this, I think I said it was okay, and I still hold to that, but especially as we're getting into summer, the issues I have with this are just becoming more and more apparent with it, causing my makeup to kind of slip slide all over the place. So maybe in the winter this would be an okay primer, but now that we're in summer, I'm not going to hold on to this much primer waiting for fall. So it's done, it's in the trash, and no, I won't be repurchasing. I finished up my Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation, and I love this stuff. This was one of my first high-end foundations I ever purchased. This is the foundation I wore at my wedding. I have a lot of memories with this being the first foundation that I really invested into. So there's a lot of memories attached with this foundation, and I think this is my third bottle. Third or fourth. I think it's the third bottle that I finished, and I just really enjoy this. It's nothing that gives you a lot of coverage, but it really does give you like that naked skin. It gives you a very like your skin but better look. So if you don't like the really full coverage cakey kind of makeup, I think you would really be happy with this. And I used it when I had acne, and I would put this all over and then just kind of spot conceal the worst bits of acne, and I would call it good. And yeah, this was just a favorite of mine. I am not repurchasing this at this time because I have so many foundations currently open. I mean, I totally see myself repurchasing this at some point, but just at this point, at this time right now, I'm not going to repurchase it because I don't need another foundation. So I finished up the WinkyLux, I think it's called UniBrow pencil. The kind of decorations and writing is completely gone, so I can't tell you what it is called exactly, but I can't turn it up anymore. No more product comes up, and I really did like this. If I had to purchase a brow product, I would probably go out. I think I want to try the Maybelline, but if I don't like the Maybelline more than this, this is the one I will be repurchasing because it wasn't super bad, like price-wise. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I don't think it was crazy expensive, and it did a really good job, and I have no complaints about it. It's got that kind of triangle type of tip, which is my preference. It's a lot fatter, which is my preference, and it's got a really nice spoolie, which I liked, and overall, I enjoyed using this. And I am sad to see it go, but I'm moving on to another brow product, and maybe down the road, I do want to try the Maybelline one. But like I said, if that one doesn't win my heart, I will be going back to this one. I have two liquid liners. The first one is the DHC Liquid Eyeliner Perfect Pro Makeup. I really do like this one. It's pretty much identical to the Physicians Formula Eye Booster, whatever. The LORAC Front of the Scenes eyeliner, and then the Jesse's Girl eyeliner is identical to that. So any of them, I feel like these four are like the same kind of formula. They have the same type of brush tip. You shake them up the same way. They are identical. But I've been using this, really do love it, but as you can see, there is not much left. Like, you can get some product out, but it's nowhere near how intense that it usually is. So this is done. I really did enjoy it. I'm not going to be repurchasing it at any time soon because if I do purchase this type, I'd rather purchase, I think the Jesse's Girl is the cheapest, or the Physicians Formula if I get it on a good sale. Those are pretty darn cheap and more accessible. This I would have to order off of Amazon. So overall, like, I have no complaints of this, and if I needed to and I wanted to repurchase this, I would. But since I can go into the store and get the Jesse's Girl, or I can order the Physicians Formula off of Ulta, I'll probably just repurchase those and not this one. But no complaints towards this though. It is a phenomenal eyeliner. And the other one is the Cosmetic Superhero Liner. This is the black one. I have maybe 1 or 2 days left, but I did want to include it in here just so I can throw it away once I'm done, since I'm going to be recording this today, and it's probably only got, within the week, I'll be tossing it. It's what's on my eyes today, and I just really love it. I honestly kind of love this a little bit more than the Jesse's Girl, It Cosmetics, LORAC, and DHC, because this still has a little bit of shine to it, but it dries down more matte than the other ones. The DHC and all those other ones dry down with an extremely shiny, almost like shiny latex. I don't know, it's just very shiny type of finish to it, whereas this, it has a little bit of shine to it, but it is leaning more matte. Not super matte, but it leans that way, and that's my preference when it comes to eyeliner. That's one reason I love using gel liner pots when I do my wing, because it gives me that matte finish. but as a mom, some days I just don't have time to do that, and so this has become my ultimate favorite, and honestly, I do see myself repurchasing it. At this time, I don't have plans to repurchase it because I have other liners that I need to get through, but this is definitely going on my Ulta Loves list, and if there is a sale in the future, or if I totally run out and I need to repurchase one, I honestly think I'll repurchase this over the like Jesse's Girl, Physicians Formula, DHC, LORAC, all those. I really, really like this, and I've come to love it. When I first kind of got it, reviewed it, I thought it was really nice, but I kind of had it on par with all the other ones, and it being more expensive, I was like, meh, probably won't repurchase it just because I have the other ones I can go back to. But now that I've used this whole thing up, I really like it. And yeah, I'm going to put it on my loves list, and if it goes on sale, I'm getting another one. Then I have the IT Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. This is my mascara for my lower lashes, and I absolutely love it. I feel like I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go on and on, but it is phenomenal if you have itsy bitsy, like tiny little lashes that anytime you use a regular mascara, it just gets mascara smudges all over the place. This is fantastic. With that said though, NYX Cosmetics has one and Pixi has one, so I already have a NYX Cosmetics one that I brought in because that one's fantastic, and honestly it gives me the same results and it's cheaper. So yes, I would repurchase this if it was on sale, but if not, I'll just stick to the NYX ones and I'm happy. But if you have tiny lashes, you need to try this on your lower lashes. And very last, I forgot this one as well. This is a skincare. It's Colleen Rothschild's Ultimate Lip Balm, and I finished this completely up, and I feel so proud because this had a lot in it. It had 13 grams or 0.5 fluid ounce, so half an ounce, and I finished it up finally. This took a long time. I'll have to put on the screen here when I started it. I think I did a review for it in the fall of last year, so it's been a while, but I finally finished it up. And I mean, do I see myself repurchasing it? I don't know. I liked how thin of a formula it was. It really it was a solid, but when you put it on your lips and really rubbed it in, it kind of turned into an oil, and I really liked that because it really did sink in easily and didn't really leave any residue or thickness to my lips. But it was $20, and I don't like pot forms. I'd rather have some kind of lipstick formula, or just a squeezy tube, or a doe foot applicator, honestly, is my favorite. I don't know. This, I mean, it wasn't horrible. I always use the back of my nail to get it, so it was fine, but it was just, I don't know, it was just a little pet peeve of mine that it was in a jar. But I don't know. I mean, maybe one day. At this point, I'm in no hurry to repurchase it, but I have no complaints against it. Alright, so we have made it through my trash, and my little guy is awake, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of hearing these reviews as I shared all the products that I finished up in the last couple months. I can't remember when the last time I did one, but I feel like I had a lot to go through. So I hope you guys got some useful information in there, and I think that about wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye, guys.